Okay, that's a good story, but have you guys heard the legend of the unkillable beast?
Huh? What are you talking about?
His name was Gibraltar. I can only tell this story in song form. If anybody has an instrument... Oh, okay, that works.
A long, long time ago, Gibraltar was the worst hero. But then Respawn came to save his day and made Gibraltar completely OP. His bubble gave him awesome buffs, but they buffed him again, that's enough. Lifeline is obsolete, as Lifeline mains admit defeat. What will Respawn do? I honestly have no clue. Until then, here's Gibby for Noobs.
Makoa Gibraltar is one of the original 8 legends of Apex. Gibby, or Gibby if you're weird, you probably say Jif too, huh? Is a gentle Samoan giant, standing at 6 foot 5 inches tall. So yeah, he's a big boy, and he's mighty thick. Even thicker than a Loba. Get over it, you know I'm right. Gibby is the son of 2 Saurus volunteers, which is the Search and Rescue Association of Solus. So he has always been great at rescuing people from peril. He wasn't always like this though. He only began to understand the value of protecting others when he and his boyfriend took his parents' motorcycle on a joyride, but got stuck in a mudslide. Gibby's parents saved them, but his father lost an arm in the process. Gibby has never forgotten the sacrifice people like his father make, and now devotes his life to saving others. That's also why he joined the dangerous Apex games. Not for the money, not for the fame or glory, but to help his friends come back alive. So now that you know who Gibraltar is, let's learn how to play him, shall we?
The ring is one hell of a beast.
I wasn't joking when I said that Gibby is thick. He's huge, which in this game is a bit of a downside because your hitbox is enormous compared to other legends. Wow, you can fit like 2 Wraiths in 1 Gibby. So that means Wraith plus Wraith equals Gibby. The more you know. Luckily, he gets a couple perks to counteract this big downside. First, he gets the Fortified ability, which gives him 15% damage reduction from every attack. And he is also immune to the slowing effects of being shot at, which is great. On top of all of that, he has his passive ability, Gun Shield, which gives him a mini shield that blocks his upper body for up to 50 damage. After it breaks, it takes 9 seconds to recharge. Unfortunately, there really isn't an indicator in the UI that lets you know how long it takes to charge. However, if you look here, right there, you see it? You can see its charge amount. You can also disable the arm shield since it does make a lot of noise and enemies can see you across the map. Also, enemy revenants can disable your arm shield, so watch out for that. You can just shoot Gibby on the side, but in general, it's like you have an additional 50 health. Gibby's main ability is his dome shield, aka the bubble. Every 30 seconds, Gibby can throw a bubble shield. Whoops, wrong game. Where was I? Oh yeah, he can throw a bubble shield that lasts 12 seconds. The bubble blocks all incoming bullets, grenades, and ultimates, except cryptos, which breaks the shield by the way. But once that shield goes down, they can kill you.
Oh my god.
Or enemies can just walk inside your bubble. So if an enemy calls a big ultimate, don't forget that you have this bubble.
I don't think they're being. Oh, are they holding us? Get inside, get inside. Yes. I have a bubble, I'm so dumb. I'm Gibby. What a dweeb.
While inside the bubble, you and your team heal 25% faster. Like Lifeline, except it doesn't stack with her. So if you need to heal in a pinch, throw that bubble down for fast heals and protection. Just know that when the shield runs out, the fast heals go away, so it will revert to normal speeds. On top of the fast heals, Gibby can revive 1 second faster while in the bubble. It's an extremely safe and secure way to pick up fallen allies almost for free. You get this great animation and it's all slick. When you're reviving a teammate, don't forget that the bubble is faster.
Patching myself up.
Wait, I have fast res.
You smart. Come on, brother.
Ray, you like that fast res switch?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, this makes Lifeline basically a worse Gibby, but who cares? Just keep buffing my boy. Give him unlimited wall climbing and a double jump next. Please, Respawn. You know you want to. Gibraltar's ultimate is his defensive bombardment. Gibby throws a smoke nade that creates a red radius where mortars will strike down for 6 seconds, doing 40 damage per hit, shell shocking all players including teammates and even breaking doors. Not the doors! This ultimate, while powerful, will more than likely force enemies to retreat. But if they can't retreat, oh boy, they are so dead.
Oh my god! That's footage right there, baby!
Click, brother.
You can use it to secure a kill on a knocked enemy.
Oh, get here! Knocked one. They're gonna res, they're gonna res, they're gonna res! I'm pushing, I'm ulting them.
Watch out, I'm opening this guy.
Oh, I got the elim,
Or as a distraction to pick up a teammate.
Airstrike. Brother's banner in hand.
And then loot their corpse. Of course, you gotta do that. You can call on yourself and then throw a bubble to protect you and your team. This also means that enemy Gibraltars can do this too. And you can call it while inside to kill enemies on your roof. Basically, you won't be getting a crazy amount of kills with this ultimate, but you will put enemies in a position to be killed.
My ult.
Octane's one. Literally one.
My ult.
Got him.
On me. Weak. Oh man.
Give me my
During this quarantine time, I've put on a couple pounds, okay? I'll admit it, I'm getting pretty thick. So I get what it's like being a thick boy. If anybody understands Gibby, it's me, okay? So listen to these pro tips. Number 1, Gibraltar's arm shield makes him the king of sniper duels. What does this mean? He essentially can poke enemies for free. If an enemy is sniping from across a map, Gibby has the advantage because of his arm shield. A single Kraber shot will only break his arm shield, they won't even go through it. So I would recommend running snipers with Gibby to maximize the utility of his arm shield. Number 2, with the introduction of Evo shields, Gibby has gotten a lot better. One of the biggest downsides of Evo shields is the lack of shielding you get in the first 2 phases. However, Gibby gets an additional 50 health with his arm shield, so running Evo shields isn't really ever a downside for Gibby. And as I previously mentioned, he's the king of poking, so you'll be able to get damage really easily as Gibby and easily get to the red armor level. On top of that, he has fast free healing inside the bubble, so every time you level up your shield, you can easily get it back to full without fear of anybody attacking you. Number 3, Gibraltar is essentially just a better Lifeline. And as I mentioned in my Lifeline video, Lifeline pairs very well with the gold backpack. Well, Gibby pairs even better. If there was a res tier list, Gibby would be number 1. So if you see a gold backpack, give it to Gibby because he is easily going to be able to get your team up since the bubble is the most secure way to res. It's honestly unfair how strong his res is. Number 4, for a while now, finishers are a way to replenish your shields. So before, they were just to flex on your enemies, but now it's actually a tactical way to get your health back. And Gibby is arguably the best character for pulling off a finisher. Once you knock somebody, throw a bubble down, and then it's Gibby time. People will feel so disrespected that they're just gonna want to leave.
Gibby time!
Yeah, you showed him.
Why did he leave?
Especially if you unlock his other finisher. It's so disrespectful. Just make sure that you're safe when doing it because enemies can just walk in your bubble.
Oh no! He let them walk into my bubble!
But if you're 100% safe, give him the cheeks.
Guys on me.
I'm sitting on him. Let's go.
The one thing Gibby's bubble can't protect you from is the government spying on you. Sending data over an unencrypted internet connection is just begging for crypto-like hackers to see what you're doing, which is why I use ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN gives you security to your online endeavors, so not even crypto could hack you. American ISPs can take your data and sell it to corporations, and then those companies bombard you with ads about cat food, but you don't even have a cat anymore. With ExpressVPN, those companies won't get your data. And I know some of you are bored out of your mind in this quarantine. Netflix doesn't have enough. Well, with ExpressVPN, you can watch region block shows and movies with ease. I finally was able to watch my wife's favorite movie, Lord of the Rings, because it's on Netflix in the UK. So don't just protect yourself with a shield in-game, protect yourself online with ExpressVPN. And if you go to expressvpn.com/macro, you can get 3 whole months free. So try ExpressVPN today. When Gibraltar was first released, he was considered one of the worst legends. Not because his kit was bad in any way, it's just because he had a humongous hitbox with absolutely nothing to mitigate it. But over time, Respawn gave him multiple buffs. First, the fortified buff, then the ability to heal fast in the bubble, and then finally the ability to fast res in the bubble. Now he is a top tier legend, one of the top 4 most used legends in competitive pro play. But in my opinion, the way he got there was really lame, because they essentially took everything that was good about Lifeline and just slapped it onto Gibby, rendering Lifeline obsolete. I hope one day they either buff Lifeline or nerf Gibby, because honestly, I think he was in a good place before they gave him the fast res. But for noobs, I would say Gibby is kind of easy to play. Sure, there's some skill that goes along with resource management and landing a good ultimate, but in general, any noob can pick up Gibby, throw a bubble down, revive a teammate, and add utility to their team. But what do you guys think? Do you think Gibby's easy to play? Do you think Gibby's hard to play? Do you think Gibby needs nerfs like I do? Or do you think Gibby needs buffs? Let me know in the comments down below. Once again, thank you to ExpressVPN for sponsoring this video, but I gotta go finish the rest of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so I'll catch you later. Ya noob!